I'm not going to ask you again.
Okay.
Step out of the vehicle.
That's all I wanted to know. So you're arresting me?
I'm not going to ask you again.
I just need to know if you're... Excuse you.
Excuse you. Excuse you?
Oh my God. I just said step out of the vehicle.
Oh my God. She got the dogs out.
An officer pulled over a vehicle for cutting through a parking lot to avoid a stoplight.
Hello, Officer Perry, MKPD. The reason I pulled you over is because you're cutting through this.
Good morning. So is everybody else. There's one right behind you. There was one right here that just turned, but you got me, so good morning.
All right, well, actually, I've been sitting here the whole time doing traffic crash.
Okay, well, there's literally one right behind you, but yeah. And then there's one that just cut right in front of me, too, so that's okay. It's okay. You got me.
You know what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course. Okay.
Because I've been sitting here the whole time.
Okay, that's fine.
All right? And there's no need to argue.
Right yes, good morning. Okay.
Do you have your registration insurance?
That's...
And if you happen to be talking about the Jeep and the Hyundai, that was the traffic crash that I was taking care of.
No, it wasn't that. It was
okay,
literally
because
another car right behind us, but it's okay now.
No, I'm not going to argue with you.
I'm not arguing.
You are a little bit, but okay.
Take a 104 pickup.
Driver's license.
That's what I have on me right now. I'm sorry.
Okay, 42892 Bravo.
Your husband works for the U.S. Defense, or you work?
He's on a blue Kia.
Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, you should know better then.
I know. We just moved here, so I just came straight from the base. That's all I use. I know that's not an excuse, but that's what I have right now on me, and I just switched my bag, so that's why.
Okay, not having a driver's license makes me believe that you don't have a valid driver's license.
Okay.
All right, what do we got here? A lady is driving with no license. Looks like she was cutting through a parking lot to avoid a red light, and the officer saw that. In most jurisdictions, it is an infraction to drive on private property to avoid a traffic signal, so that's why the officer is pulling her over. Now that she's pulled over, we find that apparently she's driving with no license. She had a little bit of an attitude, but honestly, it wasn't too bad. She's probably just frustrated about having to pay a $150 ticket. Let's see where this goes from here.
I mean, literally, that's what I have. Like, you can...
Well, you don't need to show me all that.
I'm just letting you know.
I mean, there's no need to be a smart mouth, because I'm going to tell you what, that's going to talk your way into a ticket, okay?
I'm just letting you know that's what
Yeah, but there's no reason to be smart with me.
I'm not trying
Because right now you're looking...
Well, she is trying to be smart by saying, do you want to see my Costco card? The officer is really letting her know that she's just going to get a warning. The officer said, if you continue with the attitude, you're going to talk yourself into a ticket. If I heard that, then I would change my tune and it would be, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Yes, officer, no, officer. Why would you want a ticket when you can get away with a warning?
Be a smart mouth, because I'm going to tell you what, that's going to talk your way into a ticket, okay?
I'm just letting you know that's what
Yeah, but there's no reason to be smart with me.
I'm not trying to.
Because right now you're looking at 2 tickets.
Okay, well, I'm not trying to. You're making it feel like I'm purposely not giving you my driver's license and I don't.
No, I didn't say that. I'm telling you, you should know better, because your husband works for the
I
defense.
understand, but you're making me
Okay,
feel.
you're arguing.
That's gaslighting.
What's your address, please?
You're making me feel.
All right, what's your insurance provider?
USA.
Shout out to all the military and shout out to the Dependas. Where would we be without the Dependas?
All right. Do you want to go ahead and turn the vehicle off and step outside for me, please?
Uh-oh.
Why?
Well, right now you don't have a driver's license, all right? And I need to, once you step out here, that's why. All right, seatbelt off.
But I would like to know why I have to step out just because I don't have a license.
Because I'm going to read you your rights and I'm going to talk to you. I'm not going to ask you again.
Okay.
Step out of the vehicle.
That's all I wanted to know.
And it's just basic information. Officers do have the right to ask you to step out of the car for officer safety. So this officer is well within her rights to ask this driver to step out.
All right, so you're arresting me?
Step out of the vehicle.
No, I want to know. You're arresting me?
I'm not going to ask you again.
I just need to know if you're... Excuse
Oh,
you.
oh.
Excuse you.
Excuse you?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
Excuse you. Oh my God.
I just said step out of the vehicle.
Oh my God. She got the dogs out. Get that leg. Get the leg. I love it when they get that leg. She's screaming bloody murder.
Oi! I need help!
She can't get her out of the car. Listen, shout out to all the women law enforcement officers.
Please don't touch me. I'll look at hell. Don't touch me.
Put the phone down.
What is going
Step out
on?
now. If this other officer gets here, we're both grabbing you and pulling you out.
She needs her backup.
She literally forced the door
Yes.
open. She forced the door open on me.
This lady said she literally forced the door open. Does she not understand the powers of a police officer? I cannot believe the mentality of this driver. She's all, excuse you, how dare you? This driver has such an entitled mindset. It's amazing how many people reach adulthood but still act like teenagers.
You're gonna pick yourself up for resisting. If you don't do as I say now,
You ripped
there
me
is
out of
no
my car.
exceptions.
You ripped me out of my car.
She did not rip you out of the car. She's not strong enough. That's why she's waiting on her backup. You're still in the same spot that you were before the car door was open. What is the matter with you, lady? Just step out of the car.
All right, you've got yourself for resisting. You are gonna go to jail. I'm done. Your husband can come pick up this car. I need you out now.
What is going on? It's a full meltdown.
I've asked her to step out of the vehicle multiple times. I can't get her out of the vehicle. She has no driver's license. I want to read her rights back here.
Okay, here comes
I
Daddy.
have a feeling she's never been issued one based on what teletype is telling me, but who knows?
Daddy's
I
home.
haven't even read her rights.
Take a one here, okay? Can you put me out there to 1101? All right, ma'am. You need to step out of the car,
I know she's not about to get
all
out.
right?
I know she's not about to get out.
Step out of the car, ma'am. The show's over. Step out of the car.
That was funny. She laughed herself.
Doesn't mean you can't walk.
Oh,
Please say it
she's
won't
out
touch
of the
me.
car.
Yo, okay.
Step back.
Listen, people are not stupid. They recognize when Daddy's home. This lady gave the female officer all the problems in the world, but didn't want any smoke from the male officer. The male officer didn't have to lay one finger on her. This is so interesting. I think a lot of people refer to this as the patriarchy.
Get by my car. I have the mortar too.
Put your hands behind your back now.
She was just gonna get a warning.
Turn around.
Now she's in handcuffs. It's like, for
You have the right to remain
what?
silent. Any things that you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to your lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions, and you have him with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any question if you wish. If you decide to answer questions without a lawyer present, you'll still have the right to stop answering at any time. You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to your lawyer. Do you understand your rights? With that in mind, do you wish to speak to me? I'm not going to deal with this smart-ass talk anymore. Yes or no question.
You already ran her?
Yeah,
No license?
nothing.
Throw her after your
Never
car.
issued.
Play the game later.
All right.
You want to talk? It's fine. You have a driver's license? That's fine.
Oh, am I
Yeah.
asking? Am I answering your questions? I'm sorry. Am I literally? No,
We don't have time.
We're done. Okay.
Take time.
Do you have anything on you that's going to poke me, harm me in any way?
Before attack PDF, hotel, Delta, Golf, 88, House West 3725.
Sir? What's going on? How you doing? Good. Yeah, good. Good. Sure, the quick pediatrics check. I never had a DUI. I don't know on that. Because she had pulled over when I came by here. Literally 15 minutes ago, she's still sitting in the car. And I was like, what the hell?
Well, she was screaming and screaming. I couldn't hear over the radio.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of radio traffic, so I got pulled. And I can't hear what's going on. I look at you, I'm like, yo, I need help. I gotta get this trip out.
Yeah, I
because
had
she's
no
freaking-
idea. I heard you yell something, and I thought they were phoning me out. I was like, yeah, take it, 1-4, step forward. And
Oh,
I was like, I didn't hear my number, but like I said, I couldn't hear shit.
yeah, I mean, she had attitude with me from the start. She hands me this defensive
It's a DOD.
military, ID. I said, where's your driver's license? I just use that. I said, no, you need a valid driver's license. Oh, well, I switch purses out and stuff. I use this all the time. I said, no, that's not valid.
She's
So,
out in New York then, right?
Virginia, I ran her out of.
Virginia, yeah.
Yeah. As well.
Wait a minute now, this is a little interesting. The officer says, let me see your license. The lady says, well, I just used my Department of Defense ID. The officer says, well, you can't drive on that. The lady says, well, I know, but I switch purses. The comment that she switched purses makes me think that this lady does have a license. She just doesn't have it on her person. Now guys, driving without your license on your person is not a crime. It's just a traffic infraction. That's even more of a reason for her to have complied and just gotten out of the car and explained it all. Now it seems that there's an issue because she's out of state. So this officer's database is not picking up that she has a license. But it's interesting to me because it's sounding like she actually does have one. Let's see where this goes.
Driver's license. Oh, well, I switch purses out and stuff. I use this all the time. I said, no, that's not valid.
She's
So,
out in New York then, right?
Virginia, I ran her out of.
Virginia, yeah.
Yeah. As well. And, couldn't find her either.
I see that.
I mean, it's a shame because I really, somebody that's,
Well, yeah,
That's
she doesn't
it.
want to. She doesn't want to.
it shows what Florida says. She's never been issued a driver's license. So she knows she shouldn't be driving, if that's the case. Doesn't show suspended. All I wanted to do was talk to her and see if maybe, with this new system, who knows?
It is what it is. If she doesn't want to talk and tell you what state she has a driver's license out of without giving it to you,
I'll try to talk to her and see what state she has.
So apparently they've introduced a new system or database in Florida, and with the new system, they can't find her. Now that doesn't mean that she doesn't have a license, it just means the new system doesn't have her registered. It could absolutely be the case that this lady does have a license, and she could have explained that if she would have kept calm, if she would have been reasonable and not copped an attitude. The officer herself said she was just gonna give her a warning that her attitude was talking her into a ticket. Why do people make things so hard on themselves?
All I wanted to do was talk to her and see if maybe, with this new system, who knows?
it is what it is. If she doesn't want to talk and tell you what state she has a driver's license out of without giving it to you,
I'll try to talk to her and see what state she has. What's her name?
Danielle.
Danielle.
so
At the same time, I can clock on resisting because I was trying to pull her out. She's strong.
So she's strong.
Hi, Danielle. I'm Officer Guevara, Cape Coral Police Department. What license are you driving out of? Do you have a license at all?
I do. It's Texas.
Texas?
Yeah, I can give you my social. I don't
Okay.
know why she didn't ask me for that.
So what she's saying that she asked you and you gave her an extremely hard time.
No, she asked me if I had a driver's license and she made me feel like I was lying to her. I literally showed her my bag. I just switched it. People forget shit.
Sure.
I literally don't have it on me, but
Okay,
I do
but it's
have
out of Texas?
one. Yeah.
So I didn't really want her to have a head injury. I could have tried to pull her feet out, and I grabbed him, I thought twice, because I didn't have somebody else, and I didn't want to risk that.
yeah.
So the reason why you were detained is because you gave her extremely hard time, okay?
I wasn't
Exactly.
resisting. I literally
didn't
asked
say
her
that.
if she was asked, if
Yeah.
she said, get out of your car so I can read your rights. I said, wait a minute. It clicked, and I said, well, why are you, she didn't say that before. She said
Yeah.
that the second time. And then I said, well, wait, are you arresting me? And then she said, I'm reading your rights, get out of the car. And then I said, what? And she literally went into my car and forced herself in and started yanking me out.
See, Danielle didn't know what was going on. The officer wanted her out of the car, and the officer wanted to read her rights so that the officer could ask her questions about where she's from, what state she's out of, and if she has a license. The officer wanted to interrogate her because the officer knows that they've got a new system implemented and there are a lot of errors. So the officer needed to ask her questions, and that's why the officer was going to Mirandize her. But of course, when this lady heard read you your rights, she automatically thought that she was going to get arrested, and she started freaking out. That was a terrible misunderstanding.
I just wanted to know why she was doing what she was doing. That's all I was asking her, and she got frustrated and upset and went into my car and yanked me out.
You know,
She did not yank you
Friday
out.
I can't get out of my car. I do not have time for that. Not at all. Get out of the car. You can cry all you want out of the car.
We're gonna double check Texas. You said, right? You have a license from?
Yes, and my husband is on his way.
Okay.
He drives a motorcycle, so I don't know about my car, but
Okay. You guys live here in Cape, or okay? All right. So just hang tight for me, okay?
okay, thank you.
She's so nice with the men, but with that woman, she had
You
attitude.
want to run her out of Texas? She said she has a valid deal out of Texas.
1101 we're going to tell type.
The people cut through here, I see, man.
Bank parking lot, this one. They pull out of the bank lot and then pull them over into here. Usually, they usually come in here, but this
So what's the violation? Oh, driving off the roadway?
16074, subsection 2. Let it to avoid a traffic control question. Stop sign or the red light.
Good to know.
Just
Yeah, I
trying
think
to
we've
get
all
here.
done that.
Everyone's an idiot today.
Oh, either way.
Joe.
Yeah.
I know, and she's like, I always show everybody this.
What is that?
This is not a driver's
Spouse
license,
ID.
ma'am.
DOD.
Why does she not have a driver's license?
She doesn't have one.
But like, why not though?
It's expired 3 years ago. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying like, why would you not just go get your license? Like, it doesn't.
Because she's somebody special.
And that's the attitude she had.
Yeah.
She goes to me,
Yeah, she would get out of the
I told
car.
her, I said, you should know better. And she's like, because she was cutting through here. And she's like, yeah, you know.
Let me let her know that. So your license is expired since 2022. Do you have any other license in any other state? So technically, you don't have a license. Theoretically.
Massachusetts? I mean, that's
Massachusetts.
probably,
How long have you been living in Florida?
since
1101 K 215
Since May?
emails.
Since May of this year? Of last year?
no, this past year.
So 2024 May? Okay. Then where were you before? Texas or Massachusetts?
No, Virginia.
Virginia? Do you have a Virginia license?
I don't think so.
No. So it's just Texas?
I might have Mass, but for now it's just Texas.
Yeah, so the Texas one expired in 2022.
Okay, well, I didn't know that.
Where were
I
you
really
after
didn't
that?
know that. Where, I'm sorry, what?
Where were you after 2022?
God. Hawaii?
Hawaii?
She moves
Do you
around
have
a lot.
Hawaii license or no?
No.
No, you never took that out?
I preached it.
Apparently,
I'm
her
not
husband's in the
people.
military.
Hold on, this is probably the boyfriend.
Oh, there's the husband.
Just hang tight. I think your husband's here.
Does she
Morning.
have anything with her?
How can we help you?
Well, I was just wondering what the cause for the stop was.
She's cutting through a lane.
Okay.
Well, parking lot.
Okay. And then the cause for pulling her out of her vehicle?
Because I asked her to step out of the vehicle and she refused.
For what purpose?
Well, she's going to jail right now because she has no driver's license.
Actually, she does have a driver's license.
Oh, where?
Okay.
Huh?
From where?
From Texas.
It's expired by more than 2 years.
And as a military service member, that's also passed on to the spouse. I already have it pulled up on my phone. It's on my bike. It's still valid. You can't use it as an ID, but it's a valid license.
So, but you've been living in Florida since May of last year, correct?
That's
So
correct.
you can't have a Texas license if you're living in Florida.
That's not true. As I'm an active duty military, yes, we can.
Okay.
You can't have an expired driver's license by over 6 months. It's a criminal offense. It doesn't matter if you're in the military. I'm in the military too.
Then you should know.
It doesn't
Wow.
matter. You can have a license out of another state. That is true.
Yes.
But you still have to have a valid license.
It is valid.
Is she deployed right now? No, she's not. That's the only excuse to not keep your license renewed. Do it right now then. I can tell you that you still have to have a valid license. They can have a license out of a different state, but they still have to have a valid license.
Yeah, to be able to drive.
If you are a military duty member, spouse, or dependent and are stationed outside the state of Texas, not outside the state of the United States, the expiration date of your Texas ID is automatically extended unless your driver's license has been suspended, canceled, or revoked, which it has not.
Where are you guys stationed at?
South Fort Myers. Colonial and Fowler.
Are you like a recruiter or something?
On temporary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Fort
I was trying to
Myers.
figure out why there would be a station there. I've never heard of that. What statute is that?
That is
Yeah, but we're looking at 2022. This is 2 years. 3 years, yeah. What am I thinking?
What they're talking about here is very interesting, and it shows something that attorneys get frustrated with all the time, that officers are not lawyers. So many times they don't know the law, and the law can be extremely complicated. The issue is whether this lady has a valid driver's license. Now, the state of Texas issued her a license, but it expired in 2022. So these officers are thinking, well, you have a license, but it's expired, and because it's expired, it's invalid. That is generally the case, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes you can have a driver's license that's expired, but it's still valid to drive on. You say, well, how is that? Well, this is what this husband is explaining to the officers. Texas has a law that extends the expiration date of your driver's license if you are stationed outside of the state. This gentleman here is a recruiter and he's stationed in Fort Myers. So Texas allows him to drive on a license that's expired. This power, this exception also extends to his spouse. So even though her license expired in 2022, it is still valid. It's just expired. But it's valid because Texas has that exception that grants you an extension to renew your license while you or your spouse is stationed outside of the state. This is very complicated, and of course, the officers don't know about this. They're not lawyers, and even if they were, this is laws from another state. Complicating matters even further, their database, their new system is not going to pick up this Texas extension. These officers have no reason to know about the extension. They have no reason to know that she is still allowed to drive even though her license is expired. Now, if the driver had not had that meltdown and simply stepped out of the car, this is something that she could have explained to the officer. But she copped a nasty attitude, refused to get out of her vehicle, and that's why she's in handcuffs in the back of a patrol car.
And that's fine because it doesn't have the time.
Because you've only been, yeah, I don't think so.
It's a DL16P out of state packet 10, Tech 24.
Okay, can I see that?
Of course. The highlighted one. Sorry, adrenaline's got me going. That's why I'm a little shaky.
It's understandable. The problem is when she was asked to step out of the vehicle,
She's got a resisting charge,
But,
too.
She was
but why was she asked to step
we
out
don't
of the
have to
vehicle?
have a reason other than officer safety. If we're requesting you to
That's
step out
true.
of the vehicle, you have to step out of the vehicle.
Well,
if
what's
you
causing
do
her
not,
feel like you're unsafe?
because right
You guys are the
now
ones with the guns,
she didn't
not her.
have a driver's license. She did not have a valid
She was
driver's
looking
license.
to go to jail. So
Which
what happened?
we need to interview her to determine whether or not she has a valid driver's license. Okay, but we asked her to step out of the vehicle and she
She doesn't
refused to
have to.
comply.
Yes,
She
does.
does.
Unless you have a
All right,
probable
I'm done.
reason.
You know what? I'm taking
That's
her,
all right.
and she's
Dad
gonna
will
get
be in touch with
resistant
you
too.
guys. It's all right.
What do you want to do with the vehicle? You want to tow it?
I'm going to drive.
You going to take it?
So the husband knows some of the law. He knows the very difficult parts of the law, but he doesn't know the simple parts. The very difficult part of the law is this exception that he's just explained to these officers. The very simple part that he doesn't understand is that cops can ask you to exit your vehicle for officer safety, and you have to do it. Officers don't need probable cause. They don't even need reasonable suspicion. They should say, hey, step out of the car. You got to get out.
I'm going to park my vehicle in a secure parking lot,
All right.
and then I'm going to take the vehicle.
Cool.
That's all right. Yeah.
All right, man.
That's good?
Good, man.
All right, thanks, guys.
Absolutely.
Ask
What?
ask Christensen about that.
I'll look it up. I mean, either way, she refused to get out of the vehicle, so.
Yeah, you got resisting all the way.
I mean, it can act as an ID, but it can't act as a driver's license. That's what it comes down to. And the fact that it's, like you said, 3 years now, there's plenty of time to renew that. So, all
right, so this lady was taken to jail. She was charged with resisting without violence and cited for driving on an expired driver's license. Those were the initial charges. Now, the husband refuted the charge of driving with an expired driver's license, but we heard the officers talk amongst themselves saying, hey, we need to go back to the station and look this up. They didn't know what the rule was, so they went ahead and charged her with that anyway. That's fine. These officers are just that, police officers. They're not supposed to be judges, not supposed to be juries. The lady admitted that her driver's license had expired in 2022, so that's good enough for law enforcement. We see that once her case was transferred to the prosecution, she agreed to pretrial diversion. That just means you got to do a little something and we'll make the case go away. Per her agreement, she had to admit to the charges and she had to agree to get a valid driver's license. Apparently, she updated her driver's license and the prosecution dismissed her case. So what do you think? Based on the statute that the husband read, she was allowed to drive on her expired license. Does that justify her attitude and her refusal to get out of the car? Put your answer in the comments below.
You don't have to answer that question. I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth!